Hey guys, what's going on? What's going on? How you doing? Happy Monday. Happy Monday. Guys, I'm happy to join you. It's so much news that happened over the past Thanksgiving holiday. It's crazy, crazy, crazy. I said to myself, you know what? I got to do a live because I love talking to you guys. I love being with you guys. And there's certain news that I looked at and I said, nah, this is just wild. This is just wild. You got news out of New York with the Giants releasing Danny Dimes. I was like, yo, come on. Come on now. The season is already bad. You just made it worse. This is just ridiculous. Then you got Uncle Biden here going around saying that, oh, well, I'm going to pardon my son, which obviously we kind of knew was going to happen anyway, because what father wouldn't pardon their son? I mean, let's just be honest. And then we got some maniac at McDonald's going around whopping somebody for a burger or a chicken sandwich. We don't know. I think it's the Popeyes times again. We just don't know. And then also we might talk about a crime boss that got killed, and we like, yo, this is crazy. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna just allow people to kind of come in if you can and to join me because hey, look, yes, I'm a new YouTuber, yes, I'm a new channel, but still, hey, if you can join me, that would be great. And we can start getting ready to talk about Daniel Jones. So, guys, want to know how was your Thanksgiving? And my Thanksgiving was good. My family, my mom always cooks a lot of food. We had turkey, we had ham, we had candy yams, we had mashed potato salad. I'm not really a fan of potato salad, but to each his own. Then we had baked macaroni, we had regular macaroni over the stove top. Then it was good. It was very, very good. And my brother, he did his thing and everything, made some jerk chicken and everything. So it was very, very good. Being around family made me feel and made me understand that around these holidays is very important for us to be around good people, be around family, love your family, and just do your thing. You may not have to be around everybody that you may not like, but just be around people that you do like and be thankful. Be thankful for what little you have so that you can be able to say, hey, look, it could be worse. And I had a good time. I had a very, very good time my Thanksgiving. And I hope that each and every one of you had a great time as well. So without further ado, let's get to it. So, what we're going to talk about, uh, guys, this is just crazy right here. This is wild. I I don't understand it. I really, really don't understand what the Giants is doing. Uh the Giants organization is just getting wild. I'm a Giants fan. I'm a diehard Giants fan, and I had high hopes for Daniel Jones. I thought that even when they went to the playoffs, I was like, all right, okay, cool. We just need some polish. You need a good line around him because there were times that he's running for his life. And of course, when you're quarterback and you have to run for your life, it increases the chances of you getting injured. I played semi-pro. I was a quarterback. I also tried other positions, but my main position was quarterback because hey, I had kind of a good arm. I'm a southpaw or what they call ambidextrous, where I use my left hand predominantly, but I write with my right hand, and I was able to do pretty decent. But I got injured, and it's I'm here with you guys, which I feel way better. Life has a way of throwing wrenches in it, and you got to do what you got to do. But let's get to this article. This is from G-Men HQ. Shout out to them. New York Giants releasing Daniel Jones somehow got even worse. How could it get worse, you ask? Let's find out. The Daniel Jones era finally came to an end in late November when the New York Giants released him following an atrocious 24 season. The Giants were 2-8 under Jones before Brian DeBoer and the coaching staff decided to bench him. And after he asked for a release The Giants obliged, and an era that Giants fans hoped to forget was finally over. Wow. Jones decided to sign with the Minnesota Vikings because he wanted to join a playoff team, and now the Vikings would get something that the G-men never would. According to Peter Schrager, the Vikings can get what? Let me see. The Vikings can get a compensatory draft pick if Jones dresses and is active for one regular season. So you're telling me, so you so you telling me that not only did they release Jones, they got to get a damn draft pick too? The flipping Giants, man. Oh, oh, God, Jesus, take the wheel. Coach Jesus, take the goddamn wheel. This is out of control. This is out of control. Oy, okay. Art Stapleton did point out this was not an avenue available to the Giants, but it's still frustrating for the fans. Jones didn't work out in New York, and now another team could reap the benefits from him simply just dressing for a game. The Vikings can get more draft capital for Jones while the Giants continue to get laughed at and dunked on for signing him to the extension they gave him in the 2023 offseason. I was wondering that. I was like, why would they do that? They should just let him go then. Like the Giants, man, I don't know. It's a lot of craziness going on with that organization, with the leadership. Like, what did these people got? Like serious dementia or something like that? Because it just doesn't make any sense. The things that they have been doing to just destroy this once great franchise, it's just unbelievable. Once they let Coughlin just go, it just went downhill from there. It went downhill. They should have said, yo, listen, Tom, you're going to be with us till you're ready to retire. I don't care if you got a 0-16 at the time, 0-16 season, we're still going to stick behind you because the fans loved Kaufman, man. He got us to 2 Super Bowls. We beat New England twice. Okay? You know how hard it is to beat New England? Well, now New England is kind of horrible. But back then, with Brady and all those stars, come on, man. This is wow. Jesus. Jones' 2022 performance paired with the G-Men making the playoffs helped get him that extension before the 2023 season. Of course, we all know now that signing Danny Dimes to the extension was a huge mistake, but at the time, the Giants clearly thought the Duke product was trending in the right direction. Unfortunately, the 2023 season was a huge bust for the Giants' former first-round pick, as he started just 6 games and threw 2 touchdown passes versus 6. You got to be kidding me. So you're telling me in the 6 games? We all know how poorly he played in 2024 and why moving on from him was the right move, but now the Vikings will be rewarded for Jones simply throwing on pads for a regular season game. Why don't you just keep him and just fire him at the end of the season? Like, what the hell? See that, yo. Oh man. Hopefully the Giants learned from the Daniel Jones saga and the team can get a better starting quarterback for 2025 and beyond because no one wants to go through this again. Right. Yeah. This is sad. This is just sad, guys. I mean, I understand like the business side of it, but teams have to have quality people around them, especially team owners have to have quality people around them so that they won't make these boneheaded jackasses like ass clownish decisions that makes the fans say like, what the hell were you thinking? I mean, you in New York City. Well, not in New York City because they play in New Jersey, which is kind of really a iffy situation, because maybe they should be called the New Jersey Giants, but that's neither here or there. The tri-state area, whatever. But for them to do something like this so late in the season, and the thing is, to oblige him, I don't give a damn if you ask to be released. You staying because I'm not paying all that. I'd rather just pay him his little shillings and just keep it moving and say, hey, listen, this was going to happen. All right. But I personally think, and this is just me, I'm just going to keep it 100. They should have never benched him. They should have said, listen, the season is a bust, and we're going to go down with you as captain of the ship. That's what should have happened. That's what should have happened. And then at the end of the year, you could have been like, all right, cool. But I guess maybe they felt that this was the best thing to do. I mean, I know that they had injury clause and stuff like that, where if he got injured or something like that, it would get like 23 million, if I'm not mistaken. But I'm gonna go to another article, and I believe that this article kind of talks about it. Or actually, no, this is the article that shares Daniel Jones opening up about being picked up by the Vikings. But let's just read this real quick. Former Giants quarterback Daniel Jones has explained why he signed with the Vikings. Jones was benched by the Giants last week due to a combination of ineffectiveness and the team not wanting to risk being on the hook for a large injury guarantee, which is, I just said that. After a situation where Jones was assigned to play safety on the scout team in practice, he requested his release, which the team granted. Jesus Christ. Jones landed as a backup on 9-2 Vikings. Spoke to reporters Friday. This is what he said. You look at offensively what they've been able to do, the system, Coach Kevin O'Connell, his staff, just a lot of good things happening across the board as a team and organization, and on offense especially, Jones said, as covered by Sports Illustrated. Just excited to join that and help out where I can. So you couldn't help out with the Giants? Like, it pains me at times to be a Giants fan because I've gone through some rough times in my life. I've been through Jim Fossil, which Fossil was a decent coach. It's just the team around him when they went to the Super Bowl and they got blown away by the Ravens. The team around him wasn't that strong. I had a Kerry Collins. No. Did I have a Kerry Collins? No, I had a Warner jersey. All right. And I felt that he was pretty good with the Rams and stuff like that. And with Arizona. He played with Arizona after the Giants, but still, that's beside the point. I feel that the Giants, they dropped many, many balls. They fumbled Jones. I would have continued to play him, but because having to give up a draft pick and stuff like that, that's crazy. But if you guys can help me out with that, this is just Oi, this is just wild, guys. I really, really don't know what the hell the Giants was thinking. I hope that they get it together. This is flipping sad to see him. I mean, you know what? I'm happy for him. I really am, because I feel that, hey, everybody deserves to have happiness in their lives, and he will probably bring the Vikings some form of value, which is good. He didn't really bring the value to the Giants, just that one season when they went to the playoffs. But that was like an outlier for him. And I wish him luck. I wish him luck. Like, there were people who were saying that the Giants made a bad decision when they drafted him. I felt that they did too. They said that he was going to be a backup at best, and this is where he lands. So, hey, he's probably okay. He's getting paid. I feel that all these sports stars get overpaid anyway, because if it wasn't for the regular people that go to the games, these sports stars wouldn't be getting paid that much money. But hey, that's just me, and I feel that they dropped the ball on Daniel Jones, but it is what it is. This is this is how it is in the sports arena. You're gonna see things that some of these teams do. You're gonna be like, yo, what in the world is wrong with you? But hey, if it works out for them, that's cool. Let's hope. Let's wish the Giants best. I'm a Giants fan. I'm a Jets fan as well. I'm a New York fan, period. All the New York teams I support. And I wish them the best, and I hope that the Giants know what they are doing. So, guys, let's get to the next thing that we're going to talk about. Uncle Biden. Uncle Biden here has pardoned his son. And you say to yourself, like, okay, you would think that you would think that Uncle Biden kind of learned, but you know what? It's his son. This is what's going to happen, and it's obvious that he was going to do it. So let's get to a video from Fox. I'm going to actually get to two videos about it, and we'll see what they say.
We do have some breaking news just into our newsroom. We want to get this into you. We do know that President Biden has officially pardoned his son, Hunter Biden. I do want to show you this tweet that we have from the Associated Press talking about the fact that President Joe Biden has pardoned his son, sparing the younger Biden with a possible prison sentence for federal felony gun and tax convictions, and the reversing of his past promises at this time to not use the extraordinary powers of the presidency for the benefit of his family members. So we do know that this is happening. The Democratic president had previously said he wouldn't pardon his son or commute his sentence after his convictions in the two cases in Delaware and California.
First of all, politicians are very good liars. You think that y'all actually thought that Biden wasn't going to pardon his son? That's his son. Like, who wouldn't? I would, especially since I'm not going to be president after January 20th. Like, hell yeah, I'm going to pardon my son. And if people got a problem with it, they could kiss my butt. That's what Biden is saying. Biden is old. He's like, yo, I'm only going to be president for a month and a half. Like, yo, man, hell yeah, I'm going to pardon my son. And any one of y'all out there would do the same flipping thing. I know people want to, oh my God, he's pardoning his son. Nah, of course he's going to pardon his son. Because you know why? Because pardoning his son before he leaves his presidency is the best thing to do. That's my opinion. I would do it. Let's get back to it.
Pulling up some video for you as well. Of course, we know that this is going to be a statement that we have now from a President Biden as well. He says, today I signed a pardon for my son, Hunter. From the day I took office, I said I would not interfere with the Justice Department's decision making. And I kept my word, even as I have watched my son being selectively and unfairly prosecuted without aggravating factors like use in a crime, multiple purchases, or buying a weapon as a straw purchaser. People are almost never brought to trial on felony charges solely for how they filled out a gun form. I want to show you this tweet as well that does have a piece of the statement there. But he also goes on to say those who were late paying their taxes because of serious addictions but paid them back subsequently with interest and penalties are typically given non-criminal resolutions. It is clear that
True.
Hunter was treated differently. The charges in his case came about only after several of my political opponents in Congress instigated them to attack me and oppose my election. Then a careful
Hmm.
negotiated plea deal agreed to by the Department of Justice unraveled in the courtroom with a number of my political opponents in Congress taking credit for bringing political pressure on the process. Had the plea deal held, it would have been a fair, reasonable resolution of Hunter's cases. I do want to continue on here with the remainder of that statement.
Well, I would say this, that that's the way politics work. All right. Democrats, Republicans, liberals, conservatives, they always going at each other and figure out ways that they could one up each other. But you know what's funny? They do that in the public eyes. But privately, they all eating dinner together, laughing. That's what they do. That's what they do. And it's crazy that we actually believe that they hate each other. We actually believe that these people will go and fight you. This is not the 1800s and stuff like that. This is not the years of 1850 between 1870 when you had politicians bringing guns and blowing people away. Those days are over. These people here These human beings go and they eat with each other, they talk, they yap. It's just when they're in public, we see a different side. So I mean, I understand that maybe people are angry about it, but I'm not. I knew in my heart that this was gonna happen. Like this it was just obvious.
Statement as well. He says no reasonable person who looks at the facts of Hunter's cases can reach any other conclusion than Hunter was singled out only because he is my son. And that is wrong. There has been an effort to break Hunter, who has been 5.5 years sober, even in the face of unrelenting attacks and selective prosecution. In trying to break Hunter, they've tried to break me, and there's no reason to believe it will stop here. Enough is
Mm,
enough. For my entire career, I have followed a simple principle: just tell the American people the truth. They'll be fair minded. Here is the
true,
truth.
true.
I believe in the justice.
Well, even if you say just tell the people the truth, you kind of didn't, because if you would have told the American people the truth that, hey, look, my health is failing and I'm not going to run for president, and you did that, let's say last year, November, instead of June, July, things probably would have been different. We probably wouldn't be saying President Uncle Trump. We would probably be saying President Uncle somebody from the Democrat Party, or President Auntie someone from the Democratic Party, maybe President Auntie Harris. I don't know. I don't know, but we can only speculate, because Trump, there were things, a lot of things that Trump did wrong, but there was hella things that Trump did right. Okay. One of the biggest things he did right was making sure he turned his head to not get his whole face ripped off by that damn assassin. That surviving that assassination attempt made me say, yo, this man here is Teflon, yo. And even though at that time I was going to vote for RFK Jr., when he dropped out and supported Trump, I said, yo, listen, you know what? Let me start looking deeper into Trump. And now we're saying President elect Donald Trump once again. This is wild.
System. But as I have wrestled with this, I also believe in raw politics. It has infected this process, and it led to a miscarriage of justice. And once I made this decision this weekend, there was no sense in delaying it further. I hope Americans will understand why a father and a president would come to this decision. Again, that was the full
Facts.
statement
I
coming
said
from
that.
the White House. President Joe Biden now agreeing that he will be pardoning his son, Hunter Biden. We did want to get that breaking news in for you here on Live Now. We're going to step away now for a 2-minute break. Stay right here with us.
I agree. I agree. As a father, listen, I have a young son. He's going to be 15 next year. And I have a young daughter who just turned 5. If I was president or governor, of course I would pardon them. Now, depending on the seriousness of the crime, if they went around like Jack the Ripper and people, like, nah, you got to serve your time, homeboy or homegirl. You crazy, right? But for what happened, I think that like Uncle Biden did the right thing for his son. And of course, you know, there's going to be conservative people that's going to say, oh my God, you see. But let me just be honest, Trump would do the same thing. All right. Your savior, Trump, would do the same thing. All right. As an independent, I understand both sides. Plus, I've also been involved in politics before. I ran for city councilman of the 36th district in Brooklyn, New York. So I kind of understand how the backroom deals are made. So you can't, you gotta be real, gotta understand what's going on. And if you don't have some skin in the game, or if even if you don't care about it, just move on. Don't allow this to get to you, because things are going crazy right now. You have the economy that's going to be our jobs that's being lost, companies that's laying off people. You have situations where prices have gone up damn near double or triple what we paid 5 years ago. It's a lot of things that's going on. But I just wanted to bring this to you because I feel that, hey, we kind of knew this was going to happen. And it's something that people are just going to have to understand that in the life of politics or life of politicians, if they got a chance or opportunity to take care of their family, they will. They don't really give a damn about us. But when it comes down to family, a lot of times they are very close and they'll make sure that their family won't suffer while we do. Well, guys, let's get to another article or another situation here, which I felt was very crazy. I was like, yo, this is weird. But I just had to say, let me bring it to you guys because I was like, yo, you got to be kidding me. So imagine if you go to McDonald's and you're going to get a sandwich and some ass clown decides to want to fight you for your sandwich. You're like, yo, what the hell? Like, what did I do to you? But, let's just find out because I was like, yo, this is crazy. But let's just let's just go and get it done.
A man in Columbus is looking at an uncertain future after a fight over a fast food order. NBC4's Kyle Beachy spoke with the victim of a brutal beatdown that ended in facial reconstruction surgery.
Damn, that's
Kerrigan
crazy.
Norwood just wanted a late night meal, so he stopped by this McDonald's off of East 17th. He says they messed up his order, so he went back through the drive-through to get it corrected. But he never imagined what happened next.
All the silver sandwich.
Damn.
Didn't need to go that far.
Here's what Norwood looked like after the brutal fight just after midnight on October 17th this year.
I had to get a titanium implant. I still got a little bit of double vision.
Jeez
sensitive
Louise.
to light, so I wear glasses.
Norwood had plans to enlist in the military, following in his mother's footsteps. But due to the severity of his injuries, now he's not sure he'll be able to.
Just a slew of criminals without any proof that they can be in society and not be a threat.
Facts. Yo, I've said this thank you, mom. Thank you, mommy. I really, this is the thing that really gets me. You have some of these criminalistic people that you don't really know should be in society, and they let them out. And you'd be like, oh, you shouldn't discriminate. No, you should. There's times when we need to discriminate on some real stuff because like this would have never happened to old dude. All right. Now, first things first, what I would have done was if they kind of messed up the order, I would have went back inside and I would have been cordial about it because I understand depending on where the area is, they could be super ghetto. All right. I went to a McDonald's in Chicago and I ordered just a large fries and a drink. And it took them 20 minutes to get my order. And the thing that really got me during the process of them getting my order, they were arguing with other customers. And I said to myself, what the hell is this? What type of ghetto-fied McDonald's is this? I didn't say nothing because I'm not from Chicago. I'm not from that area. And I don't want someone to blow my black ass away. And I'm like, glanga, glanga. No, that's not happening. Over some fries? No. So I just waited. And when the lady came up, there was like, oh, what are you waiting for? My order. What's your order? Fries and a drink. They didn't give it to you? Ma'am, you were standing there arguing with other people for the longest. You were even by the fries. You saw the order on the dang on screen. You didn't give it to me. And you the manager. So I could, like, if you the manager arguing with customers, I could imagine how everybody else is. Like, come on, man. So I said, you know what? Now I see why some people be like, I just stay away from certain areas. I don't blame them. I do not blame them. Because they be my cousins, yo. It be my cousins. And it's just crazy. But let's get back to it.
Society, because that's exactly what these monsters are.
Facts.
A threat to society.
Facts.
He came back to McDonald's after realizing his order was wrong. He went through the drive-thru and says he was met with hostility.
Everybody except the manager, everybody in the crew, the person that took my order, the fry cooks, cashiers, all wanted to come yelling at me at the window.
Several crew members exited the building. One of them had a full cup.
Fluid was thrown in my car. I didn't know what it was. So when I tried to get out and call for help, that's when they jumped me and beat me.
Norwood says for 10 minutes he struggled.
And they basically jumped me, grabbed me, pulled my shirt over my head, started punching me in the face. Beat me. Didn't stop until one of the other patrons in the drive-thru said they were calling the police.
3 McDonald's employees are facing an assault charge. That case has been sent before a grand jury. But for Norwood, justice doesn't necessarily give him another shot at his dream of joining the military. Local for you, I'm Kyle Beachy, NBC4.
That's crazy. This is sad. This is sad. So my man wanted to join the military and might not be able to because of ass clowns working at McDonald's. This is why, it comes a time when you have to say, listen, is it worth it? Is it even worth it getting this damn fast food? Like, you got to know the area that you in, for real. Situational awareness. If you want to be in the military, my dude, you got to know situational awareness because this is ridiculous. To get beat up over McDonald's is wild. It's wild, man. It's wild. It is wild. I just don't know. I just don't know. It's crazy. The things that goes on is just wild, wild, wild. I don't know. I don't know. I've come to the conclusion plenty of times that it's just not even worth it. I don't go to McDonald's a lot. I try to go to maybe select McDonald's where I know it's not any funky stuff going around, but it's just crazy. It's just crazy. This is sad. This is sad. For real, for real, for real. I don't know. I really, really don't know. I'm sad. I'm real sad about it. Thank you guys for anybody who joins. I really appreciate you joining. If you guys want to come on and talk about anything, we can come on and talk about it. Let me know. Put in the comment section. Let me know. I'll put the link in the comment section. And just if you guys want to join, I really appreciate it. But this is a crazy situation. Crazy, crazy, crazy. This is wild. This is wild. Hold on. Let me just do something real quick. Let me just knock out these little things here. If anybody, like I said, if anybody wants to join me, put in the comment section, you can join, and we'll just try to, get everything situated. But yeah, guys, please be careful out there. Please be careful out there. It is very important. Your life is worth way more than McDonald's. To fight over McDonald's is crazy. Them employees, they not only need to get assault charges, they need to get other charges as well. But we'll just see what happens. I hope that things work out for the man. I hope that he's able to go to the military and be able to do what needs to be done for him and his family. He wants to follow in his mom's footsteps, so hopefully he does, and hopefully he's able to. And we just see what happens and go from there. It's a sad situation, guys. Sad. I wish him the best, but please, guys, be very careful out there. Don't fight anybody over some food. If they mess up your order, go inside. Don't go through the drive-through, because you have some people that take offense of situations like that. But all you had to do was go inside. Hey, can I talk to the manager real quick? Yeah, hey, how you doing? I ordered such and such, but the order was wrong. Can you please fix it? And they will fix it. I don't know how he came at the people, but there's some people that, they take offense. Like, yo, what you mean I messed up your order, huh? Who the F for you? Man, they get, they try to get that ghetto, prison-like mentality. And it's like, yo, that's why you were caged before. Stop that mentality. You working in the real world. Do what you got to do and make sure that things will be better. But it's just crazy, guys. It's just crazy. So I feel sorry for him. Hopefully he gets better, and I hope that everything works out for him. Let's get to the next topic that we're going to talk about. And we're going to talk about is Black Friday. I wonder how many of you guys actually did any shopping on Black Friday. I actually did not. I felt that some of the deals that they had for Black Friday wasn't the best. I saw there were deals, there were better deals before the day of Black Friday, and I actually bought a few things. And when I saw what they had on Black Friday, I was like, this is just crazy. But I feel that maybe they're going to do something better. But it was a record spending day on Black Friday. So let's get to a news feed from NBC Nightly News and let's hear what they got to say.
The early read on Black Friday is in, and it's a record. Almost $11 billion in sales online, showing an American consumer willing to open their wallet. And MasterCard says retail sales on Black Friday rose 3.4% from last year, a slight improvement from just 2.5% from last Black Friday.
Okay.
Shoppers increasingly opting to do most of their spending online, where sales were up almost 15%, compared to in-store up just 0.7%.
It's fun to be here, but there are definitely easier ways to find deals online than coming to the stores.
Very
What
true.
do the Black Friday numbers tell you about how the overall U.S. economy is looking?
The fact that
There's so many deals online, guys, or were deals online, but the things that I didn't like was that if you missed out on a deal, let's say there was a deal on Monday, like on Amazon, there was a deal on a laptop that I got, and it was $599, but it was $100 off. But this wasn't on Black Friday now. This was before Black Friday. So I was like, all right, cool. I bought the laptop, and I said, all right, good, perfect. When I said, let me check to see if that laptop will be on sale for Black Friday, you know what the sale was? $599 without the $100 off. That's not the damn sale. I caught a better sale before, and I'm glad I bought the damn laptop. Something told me, buy the laptop now. Don't wait, and just to see if it will be lesser in price, and then you can haggle with Amazon about that damn price. But this is it's crazy to see the things that's going on, and you're like, okay, cool, but hey, I guess people found good deals. I hope that they did, because it's retail sales breaks record, but obviously you're going to have retail sales break record because people making more money and they spending more money because things cost more. A lot of these stores are not really giving a good quality deal, as we see with plenty of YouTubers, and shout out to plenty of the YouTubers who made videos, and TikTokers and Instagrammers and all that stuff, social media people who made videos showing that there was no deals to be had, or a little bit of deals. So let's get back to it though.
The consumer spending is showing up strong for Black Friday is quite consistent with the idea that the consumer is continuing to be engaged in this economy.
Even though shoppers spent more this year, they still kept budgets tight.
Inflation is still pretty high, I find, with certain items.
I mean, prices have definitely gone up, so
True,
definitely
true.
limits how much you want to get.
Retailers fighting for consumer dollars offered the best discounts in months. And with Cyber Monday coming up, signs that the deals could continue as a strong consumer continues to propel the U.S. economy. NBC News has been tracking the prices of items like these AirPods Pros and found that prices this Black Friday weekend were over 30% off.
That's not
the
bad.
best price we've seen since at least July.
There's real purchasing power, and that is
Since
allowing
July.
the consumer to.
And see, that's another thing. You might be able to get deals throughout the year and stuff like that, but oh boy.
Continue to show up and spend.
And Brian Chung joins us live from East Rutherford, New Jersey. Brian, Cyber Monday is coming up. What can shoppers expect?
Yeah, experts tell us that the steepest deals will likely be on Cyber Monday for things like electronics and apparel. And because the online sales for Black Friday were so strong, that bodes well for what could be another record-breaking day on Cyber Monday as well. Jose?
Thanks for watching.
True. Today is Cyber Monday, guys. Shout out to Cyber Monday. we'll see what type of things are on sale. We don't really know. And sometimes these stores be having things, you be like, yo, I don't even need this, but some person might need it. I hope that they have some good sales. I'm going to check to see what Amazon has. My mom told me I always be like, oh, I don't like to shop on Amazon because they closed out mom and pop stores. Like, listen, you know what? It is what it is. It is what it is. And then I had to ask her, were you even shopping at the mom and pop stores? And then she was like, she kept it quiet. Yeah. So even if Amazon caused a lot of stores to close out, it is what it is. It is what it is. Those stores can actually go digital and not have a brick and mortar place, and they can still sell their products. Shoot, they could probably sell their products on Amazon. But we'll see what happens, guys. I think that this is something that is unique. I'm glad that it was record-breaking sales. I hope that some of these businesses made decent money to pay their employees. But we just have to see what's going on and how it goes, and just to try to make things happen. I do feel that it's kind of getting a little bit iffy because you have stores that say that they're giving you a deal, and then you look that the deal is not really a deal, or like maybe $5 off or something like that, and they'll say Black Friday deal or Cyber Monday deal, and you'll be like, yo, what the hell? So you got to kind of understand and do what you got to do, and just make sure that you are very wary. I would keep saying, like, up to this point, if you guys want to buy anything on Cyber Monday, I hope that you looked at the prices before, like a month in advance, to see and track the prices to see how it goes and see how it went, because then you would know if you're getting a very good deal. And only buy, guys, I'm telling you this right now, please, only buy what you absolutely need. Do not buy things that you're just going to toss to the side and stuff like that. I know that's what these stores want. They want you to buy crap that you don't really need and you're never going to use. Only buy what you need and you know you're going to use, because once you do that, you'll be able to say, okay, I got a good deal or not. So please do what you got to do. Buy what you need. Don't waste your money. Save your money. Invest your money. Put your money in index funds or ETFs, or even if you want to just buy individual stocks or real estate, whatever, do that. But just use money that you saved up for and you said, okay, cool, I know what I'm going to do now. So that's what the best thing to do. And I hope and wish you the best. Well, guys, let's see. Is there anything else I wanted to talk about? Ah, yes. Oh, my goodness. I wanted to talk about this situation here. I'm going to pull it up. As I was going through my news feed, I saw it and I was like, yo, this is wild. So I wanted to bring it to you guys. A crime boss was killed. And I was like, okay, let's see it. So let's get to it, guys. Let's get to it.
Convicted crime boss Michael Miskey is dead. Circumstances are not yet known, but the 50-year-old was found deceased this morning at Honolulu's Federal Detention Center. What happens next remains to be seen in the sprawling criminal and multi-million-dollar forfeiture case that was Hawaii's biggest trial in decades. Miskey was found guilty in July of racketeering conspiracy and 11 other felony charges and murder in connection with the disappearance and presumed death of Jonathan Frazier, a friend of his deceased son, Caleb, who died in a vehicle accident that Frazier survived.
It was certainly an astounding verdict that came from the jury after listening to months and months of testimony and evidence.
Miskey was awaiting sentencing in January and was in detention at Honolulu's federal prison meanwhile. Honolulu EMS initially responded to a medical emergency call at 9:18 Sunday morning and was there nearly an hour. The medical examiner's staff, which handles death cases, took over after that. From the time of the original charges in 2019, Miskey faced assurance of dying in prison if convicted.
What the
Well,
prosecution
that's
is
what he
doing
ended up
is we
doing.
do know that they were seeking a death penalty early on in this case. And as it turns out, that's not what ended up happening. It's not what ended up going forward. However, when the jury found Michael Miskey guilty of all these different offenses, including murder and racketeering and conspiracy, it did require a life sentence.
So what happens next? A spokesperson for the federal court in Honolulu said it has not been determined how Miskey's death impacts other aspects of his case, such as more than $20 million in property and asset forfeitures,
Wow.
and for related party sentencing for a long list of co-defendants who mostly took plea deals or were separately convicted and are awaiting rulings on their own fate.
I think
Wow,
they're
that's
all going to be
crazy.
looking at the
Well, about the property, listen, the government is going to take it and they're going to do what they got to do. Especially if he didn't have any kids. I don't know. Maybe he did 50 years old. Maybe he did have kids, wives, and stuff like that. We don't know. But the federal government is going to take it, seize it, and they're going to sell it. So that property there, somebody going to own it because that's what usually will happen.
the agreements that they made with the prosecution if they did make some sort of agreement. So if there was some sort of sentencing guideline that was going to be reduced because of their cooperation with the prosecution, that might need to be reevaluated.
Among the former co-defendants, Miskey's daughter-in-law, Delio Fabro Miskey, who had been Caleb Miskey's wife and mother of their only child. She was also involved in various roles at Michael Miskey's businesses that were targeted for seizure. She reached a plea deal and cooperation agreement with the feds last January and was awaiting sentencing herself.
Wow.
So what happens to tens of millions in
Look at them
seized
cars.
assets
Nice.
that a jury determined to be ill-gotten gains?
I'm sure the prosecution is going to be trying very hard to make sure that the fact that the jury found Mr. Miskey guilty means that they can be able to still go forward and seize the assets. I'm sure they're going to have a lot of very strong arguments for why they can do something like that.
We've reached out to Miskey's attorneys and his family for comment and to hear more of what they know or want to know about the circumstances surrounding Miskey's death.
We would all expect that the Federal Detention Center would be operating all of their facilities at the highest levels, and that they would be taking care of all of their prisoners. I think what the attorneys for Mr. Miskey's estate will probably be asking about is just wanting to know what happened. They'd want to know if they'd want to make sure that there was a full-blown investigation.
All
into
attorneys
this,
got to do that.
and then they'd be able to evaluate where things go from there.
Public record in a case involving a former Miskey associate turned witness describes retaliation and assault behind bars so extensive it required several moves and even solitary confinement. It's
Damn.
not known if Miskey was a victim or a suspected aggressor at the Honolulu facility.
Without question, prison is not a good place for people who've been involved,
Obviously, it's not.
in a lot
It's
of
not.
different criminal
But
activities.
some people need to be there.
Because they were part of a network outside. Once they're inside, that's a whole different ballgame. And there may be a lot of factors that I think the people in the facility have to really watch out for.
Yeah, I totally agree with that. Totally agree with that. This is how it is. This is how it is, guys. I feel that when it comes down to it, you do the crime, you got to do the time. And he did some time and ended up losing his life. It's so many things that goes on, guys. You have to be very careful out here. You have to understand that life, you got to be valuable, but you have to, you got to stop doing this BS. It's not worth it. It's not worth it. Now this man is dead, and all his stuff, all your materialistic things that you felt that was valuable to you is going to be seized and you're going to be sold off. And somebody else who you don't know, who don't give a damn about you, is going to be driving your stuff. Somebody who you don't know, don't give a damn about, is going to be living in your house. You have to understand that. Is it worth it? Is it worth it to do all these bad things? And now you're dead. the other person is dead, and the government is going to sell off your things. It's not worth it, guys. It's not worth it. You know, I personally would tell people, just live on the up and up. Just live on up and up. In fact, live a simple life and enjoy certain things. Go on vacation. If you want to drive a fast car, drive it on vacation. Don't drive it where you live, because nobody gives a damn about you where you live. All right. You can be able to just have a simple life and do what you got to do and not have to worry about things. But this guy here, well, he's gone. And, the people is like, hey, we're going to try to get your things. You gotta stop doing these things, guys. I'm telling you, living a simple life. Like me, I live a simple life. All right. Right now, I'm in New York. It's hella cold. And you see that I got me a nice Hawaiian shirt on because I wish I was there in Hawaii. But still, it is what it is. All right. I'm gonna continue living life and doing what I gotta do. And you should too. You should too. It is so hard out here. Just be on the up and up. Don't do the crazy things that some of these people do and you see on TV. You see these crime bosses living life and stuff like that on certain shows. It's fake, because in real life, them crime bosses are going to get caught, going to get sentenced, going to get put in jail, and possibly die in jail. So is that what you want? Or do you want to be able to live a life where you can say, hey, look, I have a family. If you want to have a wife, you have a wife and everything, this, that, third. You meet somebody good and you have kids and all that stuff. And your kids can actually see you in person with your freedom instead of seeing you behind bars. Like, that's not the life to live, guys. That is a life that I don't want to live. I want to be able to be there for my kids, be there for my wife, be there for my family, so that they can see me, I can love them, and they can love me. And that's something that you should think about too. Well, guys, thank you so much for joining me on this live. I greatly, greatly appreciate each and every one who joined me. I appreciate it. If you can like this live, if you can make some comments, and if you can subscribe to this channel. I'm a new YouTuber. I'm trying to grow. I'm trying to reach over 1,000 subscribers. My birthday is in 12 days. So, hey, that would be a great birthday present from you guys. I would greatly appreciate if you can do that for me. But if not, just to even watch and even like, I greatly appreciate that. I know that you have so many different things that you can do, so many different YouTubers that you can watch, but you decided to watch me, and I'm so thankful that you did it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I really appreciate each and every one of you. Till next time, guys, be safe out there. Be safe this Monday morning. I love each and every one of you. Peace.